This newscast is brought to you by Lavo.
Dear friends and colleagues, today, we would like to offer you an exclusive interview with Lula Carvalho, ASC, ABC, a distinguished cinematographer. We met during the 45th Manaki Brothers International Cinematographers Festival, which took place from September 21st to 27th at Bitola, North Macedonia. Lula Carvalho is a second-generation cinematographer, the son of renowned Brazilian cinematographer and director Walter Carvalho, who brought Lula onto film sets when he was a teenager. Since then, Lula cannot imagine himself outside the world of filmmaking. He shoots extensively both in Brazil and Hollywood. His credits as a cinematographer includes RoboCop 2014, Elite Squad 2007, Elite Squad, The Enemy Within 2010, and many other feature films. Most recently, Carvalho worked on 4 episodes of The Gilded Age in the 2023 season. His father, Walter Carvalho, also attended the festival, where he was honored with a personal star on Bitola's Stars Alley.
Well, this festival, Manaki Brothers, is a very special festival for me and I think for every cinematographer. Obviously, it's not that common to have a festival dedicated to the craft to the art or craft or the work of cinematography. So it's really, really important and nice to come to a festival that is focused on that part of filmmaking. And first time I came here, I was still a camera assistant, and this was 26 years ago. And exactly here, I'm impressed because exactly here where we are, we took a picture, me and my father, and Sven Nykvist. He was getting the Lifetime Achievement Award that year, 1998. And it was right here. It was exactly, almost like the same shot you're doing. We did. Actually, if you go to the officers at that house, there's a bunch of pictures. There's like an exhibition from past editions, and this picture I'm talking about is there, exposed. So it's very nice to be here again. So it's very emotional for me now, coming back to Macedonia after 26 years, and especially to be part of a festival that's dedicated to cinematography.
One of the events during the festival was the panel discussion dedicated to modern technologies and their impact on the cinematographer's job. Lula compared shooting on film versus digital to a handwritten love letter versus an email. What did he mean?
Yeah, well, I think for me, when the technology, in general, not only in film, you start changing, I always thought a lot about that, because obviously technology helps us a lot with communication and medicine, like everything, like in banking, it changed our lives. And in a way, very long time ago, I thought about that. Like, okay, technology is good, but also kills some of some good things. And then always thinking about that and comparing different things, how it was before, how it is now, and how it was before. I thought about that. It just came to my mind that an email is such a easy thing to happen. It just goes fast. If I send you an email right now, it goes to Japan or to Brazil immediately. And a letter takes time, takes someone to carry, or even a plane or a ship or something. But I rather receive a love letter than an email letter. So in a way, this is for me, it became like a symbolic way of thinking, okay, technology, it helps us, it's fast and it's quick, but in a way, it also loses a little bit of humanity. And on the other hand, the letter brings this humanity that an email doesn't have. So this kind of a metaphor or a way of expressing the thinking of the difference between one thing and the other. And then in bringing that to film, I guess it has a lot to do with shooting digital and shooting film. And because in the beginning, when things were changing to digital, it was hard. I grew up and I learned, I studied everything in film, and there's something physical, analogical that it becomes part of you. It becomes, and also the way you shoot, how the set works. It's like a ritual. It wasn't easy to fix problems. So everybody had to pay more attention and be more focused, because that was that. And you wouldn't see immediately. They have to process the film, and then you know what's going to happen. Well, I mean, what happened. And digital, it's there. You have 20 monitors in the set, and people just say, okay, fix it later. If there's a problem, it's fine. I mean, obviously, having tools to fix is great. But at the same time, people get more relaxed and not as focused, and people taking, a look in their phone during the shooting. So when I think about shooting film and digital, I think ultimately the most important thing is what is in front of the camera. It's the idea, it's what you're shooting, regardless of what technology you're using. The most important thing is the idea, is the emotion, is what is in front of the camera. But we spend, I guess, half of our lives on the set. So I also think a lot about the process. And because we live that all the time, and I enjoy the process. And I always think about the differences. And for me, it lost a lot of this ritualistic way of behaving and being around the camera and being around the actors, so again, it goes back to the letter and the email.
Lula Carvalho was asked if he had the opportunity to choose between shooting on film or digital. Which type of project would he prefer to shoot on film, and which on digital?
Yeah, well, right now, it's been 12 years since the last time I worked with film. And I'm really hungry to shoot with film again. But it's not, most 99% of the projects, you don't have that option. Even if you want to, it's a logistic problem, it's money. So hopefully I'll be lucky enough to work on a project that I have the possibility. But so far, I haven't had the opportunity. I don't know, I've never thought about that, because there's a lot of things involved. Like, for example, if you're shooting very far away in another country or something like that, that you don't have a film lab. And then maybe it's not a good thing for you to shoot in film, because it's going to take time, So I don't know, I don't have an answer for that. I think it's a combination of factors. Obviously, I've done some jobs that I thought like, oh, this would have been good to shoot in film. This kind of feels like an interesting project to be shot in film, but then I didn't have the possibility. But I don't know in advance exactly what kind of project would be. I don't know the answer. Sorry.
This newscast is brought to you by Lavo.